we'll see how it goes. Okay, take one of probably
However many it
just
needs.
one because
That's true.
yeah, I'm gonna be really high at the end of this. Anyway, welcome to Gardening at Night. My name is Kathy.
I'm Scott.
That's Scott, and we're going to talk about some sort of historical event that possibly I don't know about. Little background on both of us. Scott is a theater major who works in IT and does stuff he's not allowed to talk about. So yeah, that's what he does. And I am a retired archivist slash curator slash sort of historian.
You have a history degree.
Yeah, I have a master's degree in history. So, and I really like disasters and stuff. And I spent like 30 years as a curator and archivist and stuff. And now I make sure sex offenders don't have access to children. That's like literally my job. It's kind of awesome. And so what we're going to do is I have taken some edibles. I took this kind. I don't know if that does anything. I just see people in videos do that all the time. So yeah, so I took some of these and I'm waiting for those to kick in, but also we really want to do this. So I've got one of these. And this is from a company called The Lab. And this is OG Scout cookies because for copyright reasons, they can't call it Girl Scout cookies. So I'm going to take some of that.
And I'm going to tell you a story from history.
Whew. Okay, also, this is water. I might have to do this one more time. And let's see, what else can we talk? So this is like unabashedly inspired by two different programs. The Dollop, we love you guys. You're awesome. And as history folk, you've got like one of the best history, somewhat focused comedy podcasts out there. And then Drunk History, except I am using medicinal THC. I have my med card, all of my herb adjacent, well, my herbs and my herb adjacent paraphernalia has been legally acquired. And if anybody really cares, I have fibromyalgia, and that is how I have my med card. So, in case anybody was worried, everything here is above board, completely legal. And I'm going to do this one more time because I'm just not feeling different. What?
Nothing, I'm waiting.
Okay. Hey kids, don't do drugs.
I'm just gonna interrupt here and let everyone know that we are on our couch. We are in Old Louisville, which is a neighborhood in Louisville, Kentucky.
Yes. We are in Louisville, Kentucky. We are both native Pennsylvanians, and came to Kentucky by way of Alaska, where we were for 12 years. And
Pittsburgh before that.
Yeah, Pittsburgh before that. So Erie, Pennsylvania. Shout out Erie. Go Villa Victors. You're always alive in my heart. And fuck prep for taking you over. Screw them. You can't.
All right,
You can't.
are you ready? You ready to
Yeah,
start?
I'm getting...
Okay. Because I don't want you to get into Erie politics.
Oh,
This has
no,
nothing to do with Erie politics.
But it could.
It could, but this time it doesn't.
Okay. So,
All right.
where are you going to tell me
ready?
where we're going or what year we are first?
So, it is 5:15 in the morning
Why?
on Friday, February 13th of 1981. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead.
No,
say
no,
it.
no, no, no,
you
no,
can
no,
say
no,
it.
no, 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 no.
Do you know what it is?
I think.
So
think.
Shirley Rhodes and Elise Fisher were driving to work in Louisville, Kentucky, over Hill Street.
Oh, Hill Street's in our neighborhood. Like Hill Street and what?
They were at the corner of 14th and Hill Street.
Oh, that is not Old Louisville. And don't let anybody tell you that is Old Louisville. That is not Old Louisville. Old Louisville stops at 9th Street. Actually, it might stop at 7th Street.
As they drove under a railroad bridge,
Oh, I know
near
exactly
14th
where
and
that.
Hill,
I know exactly where that is.
their car was thrown into the air. Both women were injured as their car was tossed onto its side.
Godzilla?
It was
Godzilla!
their car was a Cadillac. Within seconds, every manhole cover in the vicinity was blown into the air.
Ow.
Some landed in nearby houses. Some were never found.
How do you lose a manhole cover?
How do you lose a manhole cover that is thrown into the air?
Yeah, unless it lands in the river, which that is not close to.
I agree. Or Beargrass Creek, which is also not near.
No.
Or lands so far away or somewhere in the woods, which this is a largely industrial part of the city of Louisville. So, yeah, that's a great question.
Yeah, and I'm sure MSD was just like, yeah, whatevs.
We'll talk about MSD, which is the Metropolitan Sewer District of Louisville, Kentucky, as we go around for this.
This is an MSD disaster?
So Hill Street, which runs east to west across the city of Louisville,
Yes. I
buckled and fell in for blocks.
just like collapsed. Like the big sewer tube just went, like gave up the ghost and was like, fuck all y'all, I'm done.
Went poof.
Okay, so the sewers went fuck all y'all real bad. I give up.
Real bad, because this damage affected 13 miles of streets within the city. 13 miles of streets.
Okay, this is what I thought it was, but I didn't realize.
The manhole covers and asphalt, which was thrown into the air, started coming back down in various places, including the living room of a house a few feet from a sleeping child, and in the home of an 80-year-old man. The now collapsed streets fell down several feet. Nearby residents stated that they thought the incident was maybe an earthquake or perhaps a thunderclap, but a helicopter pilot, which was coincidentally in the area...
Hold on. Sorry. So you're telling us, and for some reason, even though you told me exactly what year it was in, which
1981.
Yeah, 1981. As you're describing where these things are landing, I'm seeing it, and because it's close, well, I'm seeing it as like in Victorian times.
Yeah.
That this is happening, and then you're like a helicopter pilot, and it broke my brain for a second there.
Yep.
And
not 1891.
You know,
1981.
Okay. Proceed.
So, the collapsed streets fell down several feet. The helicopter pilot, which was coincidentally in the area, said it looked like an invisible bombing run was taking place as the streets exploded up and then fell in.
That sounds awesome.
Water and sewer service was no longer functional for approximately 23,000 people in the area as residents started to try to figure out what had gone so terribly wrong.
What the fuck just happened?
So the answers were slow in coming.
Wait, can I make a guess?
Go ahead.
Because, like, we still have an issue today where, like, our sewers and our storm sewers are like the same thing, and if it doesn't rain for a while and wash it all out, it gets really, really rank, like sewer and
sewer gases.
Yeah, so did the sewer gases go, and then like some person just like, you know, decided to light one up and like set fire to the sewer?
Well, I will tell you that answers are slow in coming.
Okay.
The people whose houses were damaged had to find new places to stay because their homes were no longer livable in winter conditions due to the holes in their ceilings and their walls.
Okay.
After a few days, investigators suspected that the reason for the damage was actually due to an explosion of hexane, which is a flammable organic compound which is used as an industrial solvent.
Okay, so like Rubber Town, the J.B. Swift plant. You told me it was not exploding cows.
It's not exploding cows. It's something far stranger.
Kentucky Fried Chicken oil backup.
You are getting so much closer than you even know.
Fatbergs? No.
No. So
chickens?
The hexane, they determined,
Chicken
had leaked into the sewers under the city.
Well, no, it leaked into the air and the sewers just got mad about it.
And hexane will evaporate without boiling because it is a volatile organic compound. And it ignited when some ignition source was found. They think that it was possibly the car that Elise Fisher and Shirley Rhodes were driving in ran over a manhole cover, causing a spark that set off this bomb, which had been waiting under the city streets.
Love the low rider.
So, where did the hexane come from? So, people turned to the local Ralston Purina plant, which was
Wait a second. Wait. So, dog food blew up Louisville.
Dog food, in a sense, blew up Louisville. Do you want to hear more?
I mean,
the plant, the Ralston Purina plant.
Where was it?
Hold on, you will find out because you'll know it. You have driven by this plant several times and had no idea that that's what it was. You ready for this? So the hexane was used at the plant to extract soybean oil from soybeans.
Why you just squish them?
Their system was intended to recapture the hexane after use, but the system had failed, and at 2:00 in the morning, sent hexane into the sewer system below the city. Now, this particular plant was at the corner of Eastern Parkway and Floyd Streets, and it was a landmark in Louisville up until 2014, as they had 11 silos.
Oh my God! It was the silos.
I-65
that was a Ralston Purina plant.
That had been a Ralston Purina plant.
Dude, like the silos were a landmark.
Were a landmark until 2014, where they were imploded.
Yep.
To clear way for the expansion of the University of Louisville.
Yeah, now it's a big sports complex area, and it's really cool.
Yep.
But
so
God, we've also been here a really long time.
Yes.
Because we moved up here before they imploded the silos.
Yes. So it turns out that the Ralston Purina plant had actually reported the leak of 20 to 1,000 gallons of hexane into the sewer system to the Metropolitan Sewer District at 2 a.m. in the morning of Friday, February 13th.
Fucking MSD. I told you it was fucking MSD. Because,
But it wasn't MSD. It was Ralston Purina.
Well, I mean, they leaked it, yes. But at least, when they figured out that they leaked it, they, at least called the people they were supposed to call.
They did. But the sewer district...
George, what are you doing?
He's going after his jacket. But the
No, he's going after my stash bag.
Oh, that's not great. So,
George.
At the time, the Metropolitan Sewer District did not have the authority to regulate any hazardous chemical discharges that were made into the sewer system.
Wait. Wind.
What part are you not getting?
I missed, the first part.
The Metropolitan Sewer District did not at that time have the authority to regulate any hazardous chemical discharges which were made into the sewer system. They were just supposed to maintain the sewer system. They weren't supposed to set any kind of rules on what goes into the sewer system. They just had to deal with it once it was there.
Okay, well, they got told at 2 in the morning that it was there.
Exactly.
Okay, and then it exploded at 5:15
in the morning.
Yeah, so over 3 hours later.
Yes, in 1981. So there's no internet. It's telephone only, and they told MSD, but they didn't really have material safety data sheets to say, oh, by the way, this thing might blow up. They just said, hey, by the way, we spilled something. You might want to come and inspect our thing to figure out where that spill is going to go.
Okay, so why did it? So nobody seems. I'm trying to figure out
Also,
who
think about the
fucked
geography
up.
here.
Yeah, but no, let me. So dog food people.
Yep.
Make this leak, and then they go, oh shit, okay, let's call MSD, and which is what they should do. So they call MSD, and then MSD
thank you for
letting us, and and that's basically all they have, all they really can do. Okay,
you got it.
So that's really just nobody majorly at fault there. Okay, so how did the leak happen?
So the process is that the hexane is used on the soybeans during the pressing to help get all of the oil out.
Right. And then
it's supposed to be recycled back into a container.
Right. Yeah.
So something about that pumping.
I'm high, not stupid.
I know. Hey, I don't really understand this one 100% myself because I am not a chemical engineer, and this is chemical engineering.
Okay.
So somewhere in that recovery cycle,
the gassy gas pulls the oil out of the beans.
Yep.
And then
hexane is a liquid and up until 160 degrees, but it will evaporate into the air because it's volatile.
Okay. So anyway, so you've got this stuff,
and they're supposed to recapture it. The recapture doesn't actually work, but they are pumping it out of the soybeans and oil mixture, I guess, the soybean solids and the soybean oil mixture, and it's falling down into the sewers, right into a grate at the plant, going right into the sewers.
And they don't even know what the gays are doing to the sewers.
That's right, Stuart. That's why I like you. You're not like the other kids here at the trailer park. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So they had reported this to the Metropolitan Sewer District, but there was also not a lot of communication. So they didn't know the extent or have sensors to figure out where it was going within their system. The hexane settled at one of the lower parts.
Don't settle, ladies.
Of the system, where it could, and started to evaporate, creating hexane vapor. Now, it is thought that when
they did or did think.
They think that it was actually Shirley and Rhonda's
Cadillac, their lowrider that sparked it, and it went boom.
And that actually was the ignition.
And then it went shakalaka, and yeah, it blew up Hill Street Blues.
So, monitoring was very quickly set up, but residents were not able to return to their homes. It actually took about 2 years to repair the damage to the sewer and water infrastructure in the affected areas, as well as the streets themselves. Local residents sued Ralston Purina for essentially turning the sewer system beneath their feet into a bomb.
I hope they phrased it like that in the lawsuit.
Me too. I didn't actually look up the suit.
Yeah.
Ralston settled the lawsuits in 1984 for about $9 million. And there were approximately 17,000 plaintiffs in the case, which averages out to about $530 per plaintiff. Another $2 million was used to pay residents who had not brought lawsuits against the company. Ralston Purina also paid the Metropolitan Sewer District $18 million for the sewer and street repairs, and another $4 million to the city of Louisville. They renovated their plant in 1983 and then sold it in 1984.
Okay.
So the plant was later sold to the University of Louisville, whose campus abuts the plant site.
Yep.
The landmark silos from the plant stood
until 2014.
Until 2014, but in the interim, they were, and this was only in 2010, where they repainted with the University of Louisville.
And I remember when they did that.
And then they were finally demolished in 2014.
Bye-bye.
So that is the story of how on our anniversary, before we were ever married,
I was 6.
The streets of Louisville blew up.
Cool.
So there you go.
Friday the 13th was also the day that Henry VIII killed Jane Seymour? No,
Jane Seymour is the one who survived.
Yeah, Howard. Fuck. Look it up.
I'm working on it. Jeez.
Yeah, because it's not Anne Boleyn. There's Catherine, then Anne, then Anne. No.
Wives of Henry VIII. So Anne Boleyn, Catherine Howard, Catherine Parr, Anne of Cleves, Jane Seymour, and Catherine of Aragon.
Yeah, so it was Jane Seymour. Yeah. This is a demon. Don't do that. You don't bite my face. You don't bite my face. I got you kidding.
Jane Seymour died of natural causes. Anne of Cleves, her was annulled.
Yeah.
Catherine Howard was the one who was executed. Second one that was executed.
Oh, okay.
So it was Boleyn and Howard that died of execution. All right. So there is your history.
Okay.
And now you know something new about the place where you live.
Yes, and okay, let's just keep recording because like this is just fun.
Well, they can't see the kitten.
No, but no, because I'm getting really, really high now.
Oh.
Do you have a second story?
The other story that I have, we can talk about, is the other industrial explosion, which has some new information about it, which is the Gidon explosion in the Clifton neighborhood.
Oh, that one that happened like last year or the year before?
2 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, the industrial flavoring plant or...
Yes.
Ha!
So this is an interesting one because it was recently discovered that the company had the particular problem that caused the explosion previously, but had never, and that they had time to evacuate the building, but they hadn't practiced any kind of incident response. So they had no idea how to evacuate the building or when to evacuate the building because they didn't know that it was going to explode or how quickly it was going to explode. But they had 3 minutes to get clear of the building and they were still standing around the device trying to troubleshoot it when it blew up. The 2 people who got killed.
Damn.
So, do you want to know more about the Gidon explosion?
No, I was gonna talk about one that a lot of these folks have heard of. So that doesn't make it nearly as much fun, does it? I just really like the molasses flood.
Oh, the Boston molasses.
Yeah.
That was actually the impetus of this one, where I hit the Google machine for unusual spills, and then there are so many
unusual spills.
And then I was like, you know what? Well, what's an unusual spill in Louisville? And that's when it was like, oh, well, here's this hexane spill that blew up a bunch of streets in Louisville. And I was like, that's my boy. That is absolutely what I'm looking for.
No, that is... I had a thought. And it was like a good one. And... now I don't know where it went.
No idea. Do you know what it was about?
No, but did you know there was a really, really bad nightclub fire in Eastern Europe, which really isn't Eastern. I mean, like, if you actually look at the map of Europe, like, what we call Eastern Europe is really, like, Central Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, because you've got the entire swath of Russia that considers itself Europe, but
yeah, it's not
the weird
actually
thing is,
Eastern.
Yeah, and plus, all of that is one continent, really. It's all contiguous.
Yeah. But I just, like, that would just annoy me, like, if people said, you know, we live in the Deep South. No, we don't. Kentucky is nowhere near the Deep South.
That's true. We may not be even, like, consider ourselves the South sometimes.
Yeah. Right. And, although Ohio and Indiana are becoming way more like Deep South than, like...
well,
what the
less drawly.
Fuck is that? I'm talking more like the J.D. advance.
No, politics has always been a weird thing.
No, I was
urban rural divide.
No, so the nightclub fire Eastern, but not actually Eastern Europe, but then it was like called like Cro-Magnon Club or Cro-Magnon Bar, and that one just always, like, I know I shouldn't laugh because, dude, like, I'm pretty sure a whole lot of folks were killed in that, but also it's just kind of funny. What is it spelled with a K?
This is the one from 2004.
I think so.
Cro-Magnon. Republika Cro-Magnon. So it is the Cro-Magnon
Republic. That's what it was. Cro-Magnon Republic.
Which is actually in Buenos Aires.
Oh, okay. Whoops.
Yeah.
Well, Argentina, Germany, Eastern Germany.
The venue was hosting. Yeah. It makes sense.
Okay.
The venue was hosting the rock group Callejeros and had about 4,000 people in it, which was about 3 times the venue's capacity.
Well, mass casualty events rarely happen in places that are undercrowded.
That is true. But bringing it back to our previous discussion, there were no recorded fatalities from the hexane explosion, and only 4 injuries.
And that's why we don't hear about it, because if it bleeds, it leads, and nobody was bleeding.
That is true. But within hours, they had T-shirts printed.
That's saying something in 1981.
Yeah.
Somebody's dad must have had a
silk screening operation nearby.
Yeah.
The phrase was, "Where were you when the sewers blew?" And it had a little, and it had and the one version I saw had a manhole cover doing a little
wee.
Yep. Had the little path line.
Sorry.
And
I think the edible part of the evening
has kicked in.
Maybe. If not, I am really fucked.
Yeah, if
these haven't kicked in now, and this is just from my little vapey vape.
I am in for a long night. All right. Well, we're gonna let you go.
Yeah.
And
let me know if there's something you want us to talk about. And it doesn't even have to be like an historical event. If you want to go discuss, please discuss backgammon.
Oh yeah. Well, the history of backgammon is fascinating anyway.
Yeah, or please discuss strawberry jam.
We can do that too.
Yeah. So, narwhals.
Living in the ocean, making a commotion, because they are so awesome. I'm going to leave you with that, and I'm going to stop the recording. Have a great night.